Hello, happy Tuesday. Hope your weekend was good. I am so excited to be here again with you today, drawing and creating. I am blown away by all of your fish and your sunflowers. It's just truly amazing, and I'm so happy that your family is getting involved in this, and that you're doing it as a group, and play dates and through social media, and just all this kind of stuff makes me very happy. So I'm super, super happy that you are enjoying these videos, and I would like you to know that the fish, all of the fish will be on my website by the end of today. I'm going to go home and put those on today. So those will be on my website. All of your sunflowers are on my website as of right now. So if you go to my website, www.missgabbiesartstudio.com. Do I know my website? Yes, I do. No, artstudio.com. Click on the weekly blog, and you will see all of them there, as well as the winners. I will pick last week's winners, and I will choose this week's winners. And it's really hard to pick winners because all of them are so amazing. Because everybody just has blown me away. So I love it. But okay, so today our theme is we are all in this together. And today we are going to draw an owl. So hold on. Turn this around. Okay, so this is my work in progress. Notice I only did half of the background because I'll be doing the other half of the background with you. So this is what we're going to be doing today. Don't panic. It is super easy. It's super fun. And I'm going to walk you through it step by step. Now, some of my students have done this in the past, and I have absolutely loved the results. We did it with oil pastels and watercolors, but today I'm going to stick with the crayons and the markers so that to make sure that I know everyone has those supplies. Okay? All right, so if you are ready, we're going to get our tablet. So let's get all comfy. Let's get our tablet and let's pick up our pencil. Make sure our pencil is nice and sharp. Make sure we have an eraser. Hello, Dallas. I do miss you guys. I want you to know. I love doing this online, but I miss seeing you and being with you and laughing with you. So when you send me messages and when I respond to your, when you post your work and I respond to it and you respond back, it's super exciting and it just makes me very happy. So I'm so glad that I'm still able to interact with all of my my students. So hello hello back, everyone. Okay, so we are gonna get started. So I'm gonna turn this around, okay? And again, our theme is we are all in this together. Hello, Lily. Millie and Katie are there too. Hello, hello. Oh, I miss you too, Jackie. Sabby! Hey! Okay. Oh my goodness. See, I can't look at this, otherwise I lose track. Okay, so here we go. So we have our paper right here. We're going to do the long way, okay? So we're going to do portrait way. And what we're going to do is we are going to start with a very simple circle, okay? And it's going to be right in the middle of our paper. So let's get our circle here, okay? Now remember, these are guidelines, so we want to keep our pencil nice and light. Okay, now that's our circle for the body. Now, it's gonna look like a frog in the beginning with our guidelines, but we're definitely gonna turn it into our an owl. So now, we have our circle, okay? So above our circle, we're gonna do 2 more circles. And we're gonna put them next to each other, side by side. Okay. Okay, so we have our big circle, and then we have our 2 smaller circles for our eyes. Hold on 1 second, gang. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do next is inside this smaller circle, we're gonna do a smaller circle. So we're gonna do a donut hole now. Now we're gonna make a donut hole. And then we're gonna make another donut hole that's smaller. So we're gonna have 2 donut holes, okay? Now, after that, we are going to, we're gonna go above our eyes, okay? And we're just gonna start at, if you look at your eye, the smallest circle, if you take your finger and you go up, this is where you're gonna start, and you're gonna take it to the other side here, okay? You're just gonna make 1 straight line right above his head, his eyes, I'm sorry. 1 straight line right above his eyes. And then we're gonna come up and down. We're gonna make a triangle, go up and down for his ears. Okay, so now we're gonna give him cheeks. So we're gonna give him 2 fat cheeks on each side. So we're gonna start right here, on the bottom part of the ear, okay? And we're gonna go out. And we're gonna go out. Okay? Then we're gonna make 2 smaller circles inside that, or I'm sorry, 2 smaller triangles inside the ears. And an upside down triangle for his beak. So right in between his 2 eyes, you're gonna make an upside down triangle. Now, I want everybody to go to the point where the cheek hits the body, right here. I want you to give a little curve up to meet the beak. Okay, start where the cheek meets the circle, right there, and just curve it up to meet the beak. And then you can erase this little guideline right here. All right. How we doing? Are we okay with that? Okay, so now you may want to give him some hair on top of his head. So let's just do zigzags going up and down all the way across his head. And you can make them as big and wide, as tall, or as short as you want. And to be honest with you, I started my owl a little way too high on my top of my page. I should have lowered it a little bit, so, but it'll work. Okay? All right, so his face is now done. So now we're gonna start to work on his body. So inside his belly, I want you to make a smaller circle. We're making lots of circles today. Okay, so make that circle. And then what I want you to do is we're gonna do the wings next. So I want you to put your pencil on the point where the cheek meets the beak and the eye, right here. This point right here. I'm gonna make a circle. You don't need to, but I'm gonna make a circle to show you where we're gonna start from. Okay? So we're gonna start here and watch me first. We're gonna swing down and out. Swing down and out. So that if you look, what letter is this? An M, right? So you're gonna make an M, pretty much. Now everything on the inside of your wing you can erase. And on the inside of this wing, we're gonna erase. All right, so now we're gonna come back. We're gonna take this, we're gonna start down at the bottom, and we're gonna come up and around. Up, oops, and around. And then we can erase everything inside. Okay, now you've got your wings for your cute little owl. I think he's pretty cute. Okay, so now down at the bottom here, okay? See that where the circle meets the bottom of his body, okay? I want you just to make a line, half a circle. We want to make his body a little bit thicker on the bottom. So we want to just lower that line just a bit, okay? All right. So how we doing? We good? Okay. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to go down here and we're going to make his feet. So we're gonna go down, curve down, come up, curve down, come up, curve down, come up. Curve down, come up, curve down, come up, curve down, come up. Okay. How are we doing? We good? Okay. All right, now we're gonna make a branch. He has to be sitting on something. So we're gonna make a wavy line underneath him, going all the way across, and then a wavy line on the top, all the way across. So he's sitting on that branch. And you can make the branch thick, you can make the branch thin. So if you wanted it thinner, you could make it thinner. Okay, totally up to you. All right, and then we have the background. So for those of you that have a lot more room on top, okay, if you wanted, you could make some leaves coming down off of the trees, okay? Or, like I did in this one, you could make a moon and your stars. Now, how you're gonna do the stars is to do a big fat star. Very lightly start up, down, over, straight across, and back down. Now, with that star, I see two major shapes, and I'm gonna highlight them for you. One is an upside down triangle. Very simple. The second one is another triangle, but then there's another triangle like that, okay? So if you wanted to, you can do your triangle like this, or your star like this. A wide triangle, okay? And then make another triangle on the bottom like that, and then go up and come down. Try it one more time. A wide triangle, like that. The bottom of the peak, go down, triangle, and then come up, triangle. Okay? And then, of course, if you wanted, then you can erase the inside lines, and you have your star. Okay? So you can do stars then in the background. And you can make them as big as you want. Now, if you want to make very simple stars, another way to do that is just to go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Just do all the way around. And it doesn't really matter how skinny or fat they are. These are my favorite ones. I like these because there's no real shape to them. So you can do a combination, okay? All right, so now let's put our pencil down. How we doing? How's everybody doing? How we doing? Are we okay? I hope I didn't overwhelm you with a the stars. Just sometimes my students always ask me, they really want to know how to do that kind of star. So I thought I would show you how that is done. So, okay, so we're gonna go back and we're gonna color. So let's put our pencil down and let's start to color. So here is where your creativity comes into play. I made my owl purple, but you can make your owl any color you want, okay? So the colors that I use on the paper, you don't necessarily have to use. If you want to use them, you can, but if you want to do your own thing and do your own colors, you can do that too, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, we're back. Now, I'm gonna start with my markers. So let's get out our markers and we're gonna start with the face, okay? So pick up a marker, pick up the color that you want to make your owl face. Once you have that color, I want you to outline your owl. We're gonna outline, we're gonna go around his cheeks. We're gonna go around his ear. We're gonna go around his hair. Around his ear. Around his cheek. And stop. Okay? Then we're gonna go in the inside parts of his ears, these small triangles right here. And then we're gonna outline just the biggest circle of his eyes. Like that. Okay, now my eyes are not symmetrical. It's that kind of day. Okay, so now we're gonna choose our crayon color here. I'm gonna choose my purple. I'm gonna grab my purple and we're gonna color in our face. Okay, so let's start to color in his hair, his forehead. We're gonna go around his ears, come around his cheek. Go around his other cheek, his other ear. Nice and solid. We're going back and forth. We're getting all those little nooks and crannies, no scribbles. Nice, solid coloring here. Okay. Now, we're going to pick up our, whatever color you did your head, so I did purple, and we're gonna go down to the bottom part of the body here, and we're going to do the outer circle here, and then we're gonna outline the bottom part of the circle there and the little top of the part of the circle here. And then we're gonna get our purple. And we're gonna color that in. And see this, some might have room here above the nose and a little triangular shape there. If you do, just color that part in whatever color the face is too. And then we're gonna go down to the bottom. So as you're coloring your body, I want you to think of what you want to put inside, what design you want to do inside his belly. So you could do polka dots, you could do stripes, you could do zigzags, you could do hearts, you could do stars again if you wanted to. I don't know, that might be a little overwhelming with the stars, but what I'm gonna do is I did polka dots on that one, so I'm gonna do, let's see, I'm gonna do stripes on this one. So I'm gonna pick up my pink and watch, gang. I'm gonna do stripes going across. And you can make your stripes however thick, however thin you want. Okay. And then I'm going to color in those stripes. So I'm going to color in the one stripe. I'm going to skip. I'm going to color in all these little skinny stripes here with my marker. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to get my pink crayon, or fuchsia, what is this? My red violet. And I'm going to color in this area here. And then these two, I'm going to color in orange. I love purple, orange, and pinks together. I just really make me happy. I love using this color combo. So that's what I'm going to do here. Okay, so how we doing? We okay? All right, so now I need to think about what color I want to make the eyes. So if you look at mine here, you can see that the eyes are yellow with a orange circle around them, okay? I'm gonna, well, I'll do that, and then I'll do one eye that color if you want me to do a different color on the other one, I can. But let's see. Okay. So now what we're going to do is pick up our orange. So hold on one second. We're going to outline our orange circle here. And then we're going to get our yellow, and they're going to get our yellow marker, and we're going to go right over that orange that we just put down, and we're going to rub it. We're not going to rub it a whole lot, hard, but we're going to rub it so that the orange blends in with our yellow. Okay? Now, Crayola markers, water-based markers, this will work really well with. Sharpies, not so much. But so if you have your Crayola ones, yes, this will work very well. And I love doing this. I do this all the time. I get lost in it because it gives it such a really cool look and a really cool glow. And then I'm gonna get that last circle there, and we always leave a little highlight so he sparkles and twinkles. Oh my goodness, he is so cute. I love him. Okay, so there you go. That's our owl so far. Now these two little circles, or I keep calling them circles, but the two little triangles inside our ears, we can grab with our pink. We can color those two in. Okay, now I need to figure out let's do the beak. And let's do the beak the same way. Let's outline the beak in orange. And then get your yellow and blend those two together. So you're doing the same technique that you do with your crayons. You're blending it. So until you see that nice little fade, almost like a tie-dye look, they'll just bleed together. Then you stop. Okay, if by chance you have computer paper or paper that as you're rubbing, the paper starts to come up, stop and don't do it anymore. Let it dry. So don't keep going over it until the paper rolls and you get a hole. But the majority of you should be good. Okay. All right. So now let's go down to the wings. So now we have to decide, I have to decide, I guess, what color I want to make my wings. So I think what I want to do is make my wings. I'm gonna stick with the pink and purple here. Yeah. So we're gonna outline once we figure out what color. We're gonna outline our wing. Number 1 wing. And number 2 wing. Okay. Now, last week you guys did such an awesome job with blending your crayons, doing a nice blend, a nice gradient from start to finish. So I want you to, for your wings, I want you to pick at least 2 or 3 colors. And I want you to blend them. Okay? So we're going to start at the top. So I'm going to start with my magenta here. And I'm gonna go into my orange. Now, as we do the blend, we're gonna go over the magenta a little bit. We're not gonna go over the whole thing, but we're gonna go over a little bit of it. Excuse me. And then we're gonna go down a little bit more. And then I'm gonna blend into my yellow. So I'm gonna get my yellow and I'm gonna go over my orange here. And then continue down. And then I'm going to go back with my orange. Go over the yellow just a little bit. Glaze over it. You're really not hitting it very hard. You're just glazing over, like I said, just to get that, mix those colors together. And then gonna finish with my magenta. Okay, I'm gonna go back here too. So let's go back up to the top, and then where the wing meets the cheek, we're gonna hit it a little harder, because there would be a shadow underneath his cheek. So I do that. All right, so what do you think? Okay. Now, if you wanted to do blues, I'll do a blue one over here. So if you were gonna do a blue and greens, you'd start with your blue. And then go into picking up my green here. And I think I'm gonna add just a little bit of the yellow to give it a little highlight, little shine. And then back with the green. Okay. And then again underneath your cheek, you're gonna hit it a little harder. And you know, gang, you could always do 2 different wings. I mean, there really is no right or wrong. So I kind of like him having 2 different wings. Didn't think I would, but I kind of do. Because he's a crazy, colorful owl, and we are all in this together. Yes, we are. Okay. What are you thinking?
1 minute.
All right. Now we're going to do his feet. So pick up whatever color you want to make his feet, or if you just want to make it orange, like me, you can. And then with the marker, color that in. Okay. Now one more thing on the face. Right here. The peak, that pointy part right there between the two eyes. It's really important that you get your crayon and you give it a little bit, make it darker. Give it a little bit more punch. Okay, so almost like you're giving him some eyebrows. You're not, but you're making it darker that way. Okay. And then right underneath his eye, you want to give it a little punch. So you want it darker underneath the eye so that the eyes pop out. Okay. All right, so your owl is done. Okay. So now, what we're gonna do next is we're going to do the trunk, or not the trunk, the branch. So let's get your brown and going to outline. And then we're going to make little waves to show that our branch has some texture to it. So we're gonna do little waves. Okay, so go underneath here. Okay. And then we're going to Jennifer Bittner. Do not say yours looks really bad, because I'm sure it looks really great. Okay? I can't wait to see it. No. No, no, no. It looks good. All right. We'll talk about that at the end. Okay, so let's pick up our brown crayon and let's color in that branch. Okay. You know, I always tell my students, when they say mine doesn't look like yours, I always say, well, it's not supposed to, because it's supposed to be your own unique piece of art. And I really don't want it to look like mine. I want it to look like yours. And it takes practice. So the beautiful thing about, having this video is if you aren't happy with the results the first time, you can always do it again and practice, because trust me, first time I drew an owl didn't look like this. My shading didn't look like this. It takes practice. So just don't stress yourself out over that kind of stuff. okay? Learn from, if you did make a mistake, learn from your mistake and say, okay, I'm going to try it again and try to do this differently and see how it goes. So just because you're making one owl right now with me doesn't mean that you can't make another one later on. I know all of the stuff that I would do in school. Usually I hated all my stuff. And so then I would go home and do it again. And you just practice. Okay? So I don't want you to feel like you're not doing a good job. I don't want you to get frustrated. I want you to learn from this. We have plenty of time to make 1 hour a day at this rate. So don't stress over it. So I want you to be happy, and I want you to like it. And if you don't like it, I want you to look at it, critique it, and always say the good thing about it first, and then say what you can improve the next time, and then do it again. That's what we would do in art class. Critiques. Always something positive, and then where you can improve. And if you want me to critique your work, and if you want me to share with you, what you can do better and what you can work on, I would love to be able to do that with you. So just send me a private message and ask me, and I can help you with that. Okay? I just don't want you to get frustrated. This is supposed to be fun. So that's my my lecture. I could go on and on all day long. Now, I'm not pushing too hard. I'm pushing harder around the edges here, but not too hard. Okay? So just enough to give it that illusion that it curves. All right? Okay, so we've got the background left, and pretty much what we're going to do with the background is we are going to color our stars in. So if you look up here, we've got our stars. We're going to color those in yellow. Okay? So let's pick up our yellow marker here, and we're going to outline our stars, and we're going to color them in. Okay. We're going to outline our stars, and we're going to color them in. Now, if you like that blending technique between the orange and the yellow, you can do that with your stars too. So you could just outline to give it a little extra oomph. And then you can go back over and blend it in if you wanted to. But again, you don't have to. It's only if you wanted to give him a little glow. Those of you that made a moon, if you wanted to do a glow on your moon, just do the one side orange, and then you blend it that way. Okay. All right, so that's your moon. Now, for those of you that have leaves, we're gonna get our light green and our dark green and our crayon. And we're gonna outline. We're gonna outline it with our marker too, but I'm gonna show you first. We're gonna outline here. Here. And here. And then we're gonna take our green. And we're just gonna do one edge. Pushing a little hard. And then as you go into the middle, you're gonna lift up on it. Push hard. And then as you go into the middle, you're gonna lift up on it. And then I'm even gonna pick up my yellow. And on the other side, I'm gonna add a highlight. I'm gonna add a yellow. And then I can get my green. And I can outline it. Voila. So what are you thinking? Are you liking this? Are you happy? Is there anything that you want me to show you, that you want me to do again? Shading wise or drawing wise? So again, this video will be available for you to use later. If you missed a section, or if you came in late, don't worry, you can definitely do this later. The other two videos are still on my Facebook page. I'm looking into doing it and getting it up on the website too. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to do that soon for those that don't have Facebook and want to join in on the fun. Okay.
We have a question.
So in 1 second here, I'm gonna outline my leaves and I'm gonna look at the feed and see if you have any questions. All right, hold on. Hello, Isaac. How you doing, buddy? I can't wait to see your finished product. So excited. Yes, I'm gonna show you how to do the background. I'm just looking at my feed. Hello, Girl Scout Troop 81405. Oh, Alexa, you want to do a unicorn? I'll have to look into that. All right. Okay. So, last but not least, we're coming up on an hour, so I want to hello Amber Tola. Hold on. Do you press harder than usual? Did I press harder than usual? On the leaves, I just pressed harder on the shadow area. Okay, so just on the shadow area. Okay, so the background, you can do it in marker. You can do it in crayon. What I like to do is, hold on 1 second. Alex, hello. Oh, I'm so glad your tree is pink. That's awesome. See, I love when you get colorful like that. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, that makes me happy. Okay, so hold on 1 second. The background is going to be fairly easy. You can do it with your marker, or you can do it with your crayon. Now, I used a combination of my purple and my blue. So out of your crayons, find your darkest purple and your darkest blue. Okay? And you gotta take your time with this though, for it to be effective. So you're gonna start, and I know my owl is purple, so it's gonna blend in for a minute or two. But you wanna go very carefully around your stars. And like I said last week, break it up into pieces. Think of it as a puzzle piece. So we're breaking it up into little chunks here and there. So this is going to be, and you can walk away from it too when you're doing your background. Do a little chunk, walk away from it, come back. Do a little chunk, walk away from it, come back. Okay, so we're going to get our purple here. And then we're going to find our darkest blue that we have in our box of crayons. And even if you have like a lighter blue, that's okay. Just as long as you add some blue. Now, some will say that they want to use black. I'm not saying that you can't, but sometimes black makes everything look very flat. So by using these two colors, it gives it more dimension, more richness than just straight black. Okay, so sometimes you have to be careful when using your black. Okay, so I did this section here. Now I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna pick up my blue and color in my blue. Go back up to the top. I'm not pushing hard, pushing the same pressure as I did with my purple. Okay. And you can see that it's starting to look like a real deep, rich night sky, which is what I like. Whenever we do this with my oil pastels, I tell my students to use the dark blue and the purple as a mix for the background as well. So we're just doing the same thing, but we're going to use our crayons. Okay, and that's pretty much all. That's pretty much it. You're just going to do that the whole way around, the whole way down. Just be careful when going around your stars. Okay, and you want nice, solid, a color. Don't rush through it. I'd rather you do little sections and then come back to it than rushing through and getting it done. I always tell my students to take their time, because it really is worth it in the end, and you'll be really glad that you didn't rush through it and that you took your time. A nice steady pace. And then that's pretty much it, gang.
Do you have some questions?
So after I do this little piece here, and this will be on my website, or my Facebook page for you to see this piece after. Oh, one more thing before I forget. with the eyes, pick up your black, okay? I want you to outline, give it a nice thick outline now with your black. So basically you're just going over your purple line that you made, and you're going right beside your orange. And it really stands out a lot more because the owl, it's all about the owl's eyes, really. So there we go. So what do you think? You like it? I like it. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this around. Okay. So, what if I made my sky green? That's fine. You can make your sky green. I love it. Hello, Emma. Oh, unicorn. We'll have to do that. Hello, Maya. Oh, good, Lily. I'm so glad you're doing good. All right, so I'm thinking my girls are gonna love those unicorn, and for the boys, we can do a horse. So yeah, and then my girls can just put the unicorn on it. So that would work. Maybe we'll do that on Thursday. I'll have to look and see. I'm so glad you're having fun. I hope you had fun today. I had fun with you. I love drawing with you. It is my de-stress time, and my only time to go out and get some fresh air. Thank goodness the studio is only an 1/8 of a mile away, and I haven't had anybody in the studio for 2 weeks now. So I am pretty, this is my little safe haven. Not letting anybody in the studio for right now, but me. So, yeah. But I am, oh, thank you for tuning in. I am loving this so much. A mermaid. Ooh, okay, we could do that too. We can do mermaids and unicorns. We could do sea monsters. So maybe a mermaid and a sea monster for the boys too. And yeah. So I think we're gonna have fun. So just to let you know, I will be doing this Thursday again, and then I'll be doing it next Tuesday and next Thursday. So we definitely have at least 3 more sessions with each other before we figure out where to go from here. I just take it day by day, and I think you do too. And I wash my hands frequently, and I don't let anyone in my house. I had Aldi's deliver my groceries this week, so they did a nice job. Usually I do the pickup at Giant Eagle and Walmart, but they were booked for the next 5 days, so I did some little investigating, and I did Aldi's. So that's a good thing. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I cannot wait to see these finished owls. There'll be a hoot and a half. I've been waiting to say that all day. So anyways, thank you for tuning in, and share this with all your friends. And remember, you can have play dates via FaceTime and me on your computer, and you can do that together with your friends. So, and that's about it. So I will post the owl on my website for you to see, and then we will see you Thursday. Okay? All right, gang. I had so much fun with you today, and I hope you did too. So stay safe and stay healthy, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.